So as we look forward to the budget for 2022, we anticipate that the government will make a lot of efforts to make the doing business in India much more easier for multinationals. Looking at what is the ask of the industry, I'll put that into three buckets. The first and foremost is dispute resolution. I think we need to have a far more active dispute resolution mechanism. We have mutual agreement procedures, we have APAs, we also have DRPs, but we also need something which is far more effective as a dispute resolution mechanism, where a company can settle its disputes, even if it doesn't resolve all of its disputes, at least some parts of it, so that litigation can be reduced. So one of the most important aspects, I would believe, is to try and find an answer to dispute resolution. The second is talking of APAs. We feel that there are a few changes that we need to do in the regulations to make the APAs more effective. First is to try and put some kind of a timeline around it. The second is to have some kind of a stay on proceedings while the APA is in progress, because since the APAs are taking time, the proceedings continue for a long time, and then this leads to multiple costs for the taxpayers. And the third part on APAs is to try and find a way to cut down on the interest cost that arises because of the delays in the APA. If the APA requires you to pay some additional taxes, there is an embedded interest element also there. If we could have a fast-tracked APA and waiver of interest, I think all parties would be keenly working towards finding an answer to the question. The third element that we think where we need activity is on the equalization levy. While it is phasing out because of Pillar 1 coming in, but at this point in time, equalization levy has certain charges which are very difficult for compliance for a taxpayer. At the same time, it also imposes very onerous taxes because of drafting gaps, because of lack of clarity. Taxpayers keep wondering as to whether there is an equalization levy applicable on certain transactions. More importantly, transaction relating to purchase of goods. We need to find a way that there is a clarity on equalization levy, even if it's for a period of 2 years, but we need to clarify and make sure that taxpayers are not overburdened because of equalization levy. We feel the government will look at these and look at some policy measures to make compliance easier for taxpayers, and also look at the effective tax rate for companies. Since the global average is coming down to 15%, we should try and see if we can come down to a slightly more effective number and not have too many complicated provisions. Today we have effectively 4 tax rates that prevail for corporates. You have the 17% tax rate for manufacturing, you have the 25% for the other companies, and then you have the 34%, and then you have the non-resident foreign companies where the tax rate exceeds 42%. So there is a lot to be done to try and streamline all of these and make it more effective.